I had a message from a bass player that I coach asking how do they play the really fast 16th notes in the Jonny Winter live version of Messin with the Kid. So the message said, hey Greg, have you tried that riff in Messin with the Kid? The 16th notes on beat 3 are killer at 150 BPM. I can get it pretty good at 85% tempo, but 100% my fingers give up. So I thought I'd make a lesson on how to play really fast notes on the bass, and I'll give you 5 hacks that will help you to do this. I'll also show you a chorus of the bass line from Messin with the Kid. I'm not going to teach you the whole bass line in this lesson, but there's a free PDF which you can get by clicking the link below this video in the description. I'll put a chorus on there of the bass line and also the exercises that we cover in this lesson. So click the link below in the description, just fill out the form and I'll send you your free copy. Before you carry on with this lesson, just quickly pause the video and subscribe to my channel by pressing the red subscribe button. I'll show you a quick section of the live version, the Jonny Winter version of Messin with the Kids, so you can hear those really fast 16th notes in the bass line, and it doubles up what the guitar's playing. Now, you need the live version for this, so I'll put a link below this video so you can see the whole lot. The studio version by Jonny Winter isn't as manic for bass.
What you want, I call it Messin with the Kid. Well, you take the kid's money.
So the bass player John Paris is playing this riff a lot. Okay, but up to full speed. So those 16th notes are the ones that cause the problem. Now John Paris is using a pick, you might have noticed in the video. So these kind of 16th note patterns are easier with a pick, but we can also play them with fingerstyle and they sound really great with fingerstyle as well. But admittedly this is a challenge with the fingers, but let's go for it and see what we can come up with. First of all, let's get that main riff down. So it's in D and it outlines a D7 arpeggio. Okay, so just that classic shape. Root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. So that's the flat 7th and the octave, okay? That's a riff slowly. So just do that with me at that speed. 3, 4. So how do we get that up to full speed? So I'm now going to give you 5 hacks. This is going to help you with all kind of fast bass lines, but you can use this bass line to really kind of practice these 5 hacks I'm going to give you. The first one is make sure that you reset your fingers in your right hand before you play that top string. So what I mean by that, you play the first bit, make sure you kind of reset with your fingers on the G string. So as soon as you've played that A on the D string, make sure with your right hand that you're moving up. You've only got a kind of a tiny split second really, but make sure you're moving up to the G string and resetting like this. Because once you're there, you can kind of, you've got more kind of control over it rather than kind of leaving one finger of your plucking hand on the other string. Okay, so just reset your fingers, just give yourself a split second to reset it, and that sometimes helps to play it accurately and to kind of start the riff accurately. Hack number 2, make sure you've got a solid right hand alternate plucking technique, okay? So you're only going to get that by alternate plucking, okay? So you just got to get it even. I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute, but make sure you use an alternate plucking. Hack number 3 is when you're plucking, use rest strokes. So you're landing on the string below. Okay, so that really helps you kind of give something to land. If you're doing it this way, you can do it, but it's harder to play faster. Okay, so it's really about the angle of the strings, and you get a much fatter sound that way as well. If you're angling it like this way, you're using the pads of your fingers more. Hack number 4, your fingers need to be relaxed, okay? And your body as well, okay? So you're only going to be able to play them fast if you're relaxed. If you're kind of really tense, you can't do it. Now it takes some time to kind of get it that fast, admittedly, but make sure everything's relaxed. So if you kind of monitor your body when you're coming up to that bit, you might notice you're tensing up, okay? Your arms might be tensing up. Just try and play that riff. And monitor your body and see what's happening. So if you are tensing up as you come to that fast bit, which is quite natural, just try and make the effort to kind of breathe and relax. When you're practicing, that breathing helps a lot. You might find that you're holding your breath. I used to do that a lot. Just hold your breath, try and do this fast things, but make sure you're breathing and relaxing. That's a really big, important part of it. Hack number 5, which seems quite obvious, but a lot of us don't do it, is play slowly to play fast. So make sure you're playing it at the speed. We practiced that riff before. Don't go faster until you can play it properly at that speed. If you can't play it slowly at that speed, you're not going to be able to play it fast, okay? I'll show you some exercises in a minute to help you to kind of get your speed up. If you're enjoying this lesson, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can do that by pressing the red subscribe button on the corner of the screen. And if you click the bell, you can choose all and you'll get notified when any of my new lessons come out, so you don't miss any of the bass content here at Greg's Bass Shed. I'm now going to show you 3 exercises that will really help you to play faster on the bass. The first 2 are from my warm-up book. Now my warm-up book is just a book of technical exercises that are great for warm-ups, but also for working on certain aspects of your playing. And there's a whole chapter on 16th notes, which obviously are faster. So that whole chapter will help you to play more quickly. I'll put a link to my book below in the description, or just head to gbshed.com and select books there and you'll find my warm-up book for bass players. Exercise 1 is a sort of funky exercise, but you're going to start slow and then work up faster. Okay, so we're just using 2 notes for the main riff. Okay, but we've got that kind of syncopated note, that offbeat note. Okay. So we start on G and then we move to E flat. And that's E flat and D, okay? And then we move down, slide down with your little finger to C and B flat. And then back up to G, okay? So we'd want to do that quite slowly. So if I put a metronome on at 100, try it with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that kind of speed. Or you can do it even slower if you want to. I recommend kind of top speed of 128. So you can aim for kind of around about 128 beats per minute. You can do it even faster if you want, but I find then the groove just kind of completely goes. So that's exercise 1. So start that as slowly as you need to first of all. Exercise 2 uses 16th notes again. I'll just play a bit of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're just moving up chromatically a fret each time. Again, we're just using 2 notes. But you have to be really accurate, especially with the left hand actually, just to kind of get the differences between the C's and the D's. And again, I recommend about 128 for top speed again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's pretty fast at that speed. I don't suggest you try that first of all. Just again, try it as slowly as possible. Exercise 3 is just based from the Messin with the Kid bass line. So what I often do, which is a really good idea, that if you're working on a certain section of bass line that you're finding difficult for many reasons, could be a technical reason or a speed reason, then just break small sections out of that. So we're just going to play the kind of main riff twice on D, once on A, once on G, okay? And then go round and round again, okay? Just try it with me. We'll do it a little bit slower. So you get ready on D, twice on D, same shape, once on E, once on A, and then once on G, and back to D, okay? Try it with me. 3, 4. Just keep repeating it. Okay, now the top speed for that, if you want to play with the live Jonny Winter version, that's around about 156 beats per minute. So you're going to need to get this exercise that speed. If I go up to that, I'll just show you how fast that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's right on the edge, okay? It is possible, but that's the kind of top speed that you need to get it for the bass line. And if you want to play along with that Jonny Winter version, it's just a 12 bar, a basic 12 bars. So we've got 4 bars of D, so that's the kind of riff 4 times, 2 bars of G, 2 bars of D, a bar of A, a bar of G, and then 2 bars of D. But the first 4 bars has got a slightly different bass line. Okay, so that's just D, A, C, D, C, A, D, A, C, D, C. And he plays that cool bass line there, John Paris, to kind of lead down to the G. And then the riff on G. Riff on D. Riff on A, riff on G, and then we've got this nice little lick that the whole band does. Okay, so that's based on it's a sort of minor pentatonic or just a minor scale, because we've got that second in there. Okay, so it's okay, so we've got that on the end. That's slightly different to what the guitarist is doing, what Jonny Winter's doing on guitar. But that's the riff there. So all of that's on the PDF, and you can kind of play that for most of the song actually. It'll get you a good halfway through the song, just repeating those riffs, doing some different walk downs. When you're on the D, you can walk that way down to the A riff if you want to. When you're on D, you can walk up to the G. Okay, so there's lots of different things that you can do with that bass line. So you've got plenty to get on with. You've got those 3 exercises, and then you've got the bass line from Messin with the Kid. So I hope it helped you to kind of have an idea of how you start to play faster. The main takeaway should be start slow. Okay, start slow first and then build up gradually. You might not be playing that for a while at 1, 5, 6 beats per minute, Messing with the Kid, but at least just try and work it up to speed with the metronome. Some bass lines and riffs you'll find are right on the edge of how fast you have to play them, but don't worry too much because you don't really have to play things this fast very often. I rarely see anything like that in my pro bass playing career. Okay, so generally it's a little bit slower. Let me know how you got on with the lesson, if you like the hacks, if you think they're going to help you out, and also if you've got any yourself, any kind of hacks that you've got, ways that you try and play faster. Obviously a pick will work, but with fingers you might have a few other kind of methods and techniques to help you to play fast. So just let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and share this video. That really helps me if you share it on your socials. And also subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get the subscriber count up, so make sure you're subscribed by clicking the red subscribe button. And if you felt that you got value out of this lesson, you can always buy me a coffee. The details at the bottom of the screen there. They're $5. And if you go into the description, then you can click the links there and pay by PayPal or card. So these just help support the free videos and PDFs. You can also check out my website, gbshed.com. I've got loads more bass resources on there. I've got courses, boot camps, books. You can buy these t-shirts, loads of other t-shirts there. So check that out. That's gbshed.com. And also in the descriptions, loads of links there. You can just expand that if you're on mobile phone. Just press the arrow. So have a look there as well. There's loads of things that will help you there with your bass playing. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. Hopefully see you very soon in the next video.